Yo, welcome to Team Raddtitan, and today we're going to be reviewing the Sideshow Collectibles Jungle Predator Maquette. It's been donated by Gary Speed. You know, he comes around, he gives us these treats, little pat on the head. So we're going to be checking this piece out, reviewing it, going through the details, weighing it, measuring it, and all that jazz. Stay tuned, yeah?
I thought we were going to weigh it.
I might have to now. Dang, damn it.
Causing us more work. Alright everyone, we're back. And as George was saying, we are looking over the Jungle Predator. This is from Sideshow Collectibles, from their Maquette section, which means they could put the price up a little bit. Overall,
That was a bit of a bitchy comment from you there.
underhanded, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it really was. Like, you just jumped off the fence and kicked someone in the face. Kung Fu that bitch. It was a bit naughty, that was.
No, but yeah, we're going to go on to it anyway. But originally they brought out the old Predator Maquette, which was very sought after, sort of crouching down, isn't he, a little bit? I think I saw that.
It's like a bit like that with the arm open.
Yeah, I think I saw that in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But I was too distracted by this in the Maquette.
Yeah.
Then they released the kind of City Hunter, which
That was shit.
that one didn't really come out very well.
Shit.
And now they brought out this version, which I don't think sold very well. I think because of the way the City Hunter was.
Yeah, I totally agree
the price
with
point.
Yeah,
But
it was expensive. This is an expensive piece at $1,200. But also, you're right. The City Hunter just flopped. It was a poorly executed piece, and it was quite expensive at the time.
Yeah.
So
But I think on the City Hunter, the actual tights.
yeah,
were like,
so you're just emasculating. You always do that sort of shit.
Well, he's wearing his fishnets.
His fishnets.
Yeah. So basically, I think these were painted on, and they were painted really, really poorly. And then also the kind of like frog, you know, like a sort of skin.
Amphibian. Skin.
That was like
Kind of
decals, and it was again not very.
Also,
not
the
very
base
good,
was
yeah.
painted by a blind chimpanzee on a slightly retarded bench because it was awfully painted. The piece, I mean, I don't know what happened with the base, but it was shocking. In person, it was really.
Let's
bad.
move on to this one though.
Yeah.
So then this one's come out, and
We didn't actually. We've got to be honest. When we were unboxing this, you know, me and Alex were kind of like with gritted teeth because we thought, oh, please let it. If it's anything like that other one, we're gonna have a really rough time.
Yeah.
But actually, it was a beautiful experience unboxing this and taking this out piece by piece. It just got better and better and better. We got the base out, like, yeah, the base is okay, painted better, yeah, blah blah blah. Got the body out, and it's like, fuck, wow. I've seen some reviews, I've seen some pictures, and it looks skinny in pictures for some reason, but it really isn't. In person, the proportions are absolutely fucking amazing. Really, really well done. So, you know, and then we put the head on and the parts, and then you just stand back and you're like, wow, that is an absolutely monster job from Sideshow Collectibles. So, you know what? I'm going to give a little round. I'm going to say, you absolutely smashed this. This is a really, for me, $1,200 bargain. Really, really, really nice. We'll start on the base and go through that. We may as well just pack up and go on now. That's it. Bye-bye.
yeah, spoiler alert.
It's good.
So yeah, with the base, I mean, the sort of rock and kind of there's a bit of water in the middle,
Moss.
and then you got the kind of branches coming through. I think the base is a bit dull, though, and it probably could have been painted a bit more vibrant in areas. But then again, this is probably like that towards the scene where this is likely to be the end of the film where it's dark.
Yeah.
So that's probably too.
I mean, if you want to look into it that deeply, yeah, I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of, you know, the jungle. It's a bit mossy. It's a bit damp. It looks like that. I think the trees are painted fantastic. The roots and stuff painted really well. I love the leaves. You know, for me, I actually have no issue with the base at all. I think maybe the waterwork could be a little bit more shiny to break it up, just a little bit more than what it is would be good. But on the whole, I think the base is done really well. It's not overly, it's not crazy weight. The base, it doesn't feel like it's massively heavy, but it does feel like it's a decent cast, and then it's not too thin, which is a plus. This part of the back of the base actually is separate and comes and you just plug it in, and I think it adds actually a quite a nice touch with all them leaves and roots at the back.
Yeah.
Really nice. I quite like it. I'm a fan of the base. I dig it.
Does what it needs to do.
It does.
And then you kind of work your way up, so you have the actual figure, and
Really heavy. Figure's decent weight.
Yeah, it's a good weight figure. It feels, you know, a good weight. You kind of work into, you know, the feet there, so you got that, as George was saying, the sort of amphibian flesh. into the sort of shin guard, whatever, armour.
Yeah.
And you move up into the fishnet tights bodysuit thing, which again, that's
we'll just like to say, we could just call it netting.
Yeah,
that's probably the word that is the least offensive. The netting. It's got actually some straps and things, some leather straps or faux leather straps at the back. It's mixed media and even up to the loincloth. I know you want to look under there and see how his predator amphibian nuts look, but really, it's nice, even nice, like almost like a velvety sort of feel to it. It's really nice. The paintwork on the shin guards is fantastic. On the armour, I actually really like it. Listen, I know people like with mad skills like Nenny D and some other guys could really take this paint job and turn it into something crazy next level. I also know that what they're talking about, the shin guard, the thigh guard positions are slightly off. They're slightly off to the side. I think they're meant to be more sitting across the sort of lateralis, medialis sort of area in the middle of the thigh. I know that, but it actually is kind of nice because you can get to see a little bit more of that shading and amphibian skin underneath the thigh, where if it was on the front, it would kind of cover it a little bit. Yeah. It'd spoil it ever so slightly. And I like to see his nut guard, his protected nut guard's done really well.
Cup.
Yeah, it's cup. It's cup. But, I really think the paint job is so much more of an improvement than the City.
Yeah.
And it really is a huge step up. I really am solidly impressed with this. You get up to sort of the waist, and that armour even gets more and more sort of like battle damaged and scarred and scuffs and marks and sort of almost like heat signature have hit them, like otherworldly ammunition has hit them.
But again, I mean, you continue up with the webbing, and that kind of goes all over the body there. And again, you've got the great sort of paint underneath, kind of shoulder strap there as well. You also have the necklace that goes around with the little trophies on there, which look like bird skulls, but
they're all different species of skulls,
really. Sorry. Then you have sort of coming around, you have sort of coming down the arms again. The sculpt on the arm is really nice. You got the kind of warts and things again, like a kind of toad,
like a toad,
like thing into the forearm guard with its spike. And
we're displaying this at the moment. This is the regular, so this is what the regular would be. Yeah. Now the regular was 1,000 edition size. This is the exclusive. This is the exclusive piece, which we will show you shortly, and that is 600 pieces. So this is actually incredibly limited, certainly for like a very popular franchise like the Predator. So really, really good run at 1,600 total edition size. You can't knock that.
And on the forearm guard, as I say, you got the spikes sort of coming down there as well. They're done pretty well.
Why would you do that?
Don't really see what material they
do that. Honestly, if that just pinged off and snapped, that's $1,200 fucking dollars.
My nuts would
I can't, honestly, I can't take you anywhere. The magnets are incredibly strong. I'm just going to change this over and put in the exclusive. It's actually really done nicely. It's clean paintwork, really nice. This is fantastic. This is absolutely crazy how well done this is. It is a little bit of a shame. I completely agree with like Nenny D that it should have probably been at slightly angled out, or maybe that type of a magnet, so you got to see a little bit more of the skull. But not a big loss, to be honest. Not a big loss. And standing,
and it's a vast improvement on the sort of pop culture shock skull that they did for.
This looks great. There's
Sub-Zero.
There's like rotting in one of the eyes.
No, it's a Sub-Zero Scorpion.
Sub-Zero comes with the skull.
I can't remember.
It's your fucking piece, but yeah, it comes with the skull. You've got rotting in the eyes and the teeth and things like that. It looks really fresh. Actually, looks like it's just been torn out, which is awesome. Really, really like that exclusive. It adds quite a lot to the piece, I think.
Yeah, nice sort of gloss to it as well. You'll see all this sort of shine of the paint on there. One of Coulson's hairs, but yeah. And then also you got his like forearm sort of computer thing where he's got a kind of clock on there, and
it's like the explosives, isn't it?
Well, it does a bit more.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
It does several things with it, doesn't it? Because it changes.
That's quite a lot.
He uses it to get open his gun and whatever else. So it does a few things.
Yeah.
But again, that's done really well. Maybe if they want to take it to the next level, that could have been nice if it was like a bit of a light up, and maybe because that actually opens in the film, and that's where it's got the
the dials,
So that could have been a nice little touch, to add on there. And if it wanted to do a light up as well, then maybe add the 3 little dots on the shoulder cannon Again,
they could all be separate light-ups as well, individually powered. You don't need to have wires running through the piece to take anything away. If
No, I'm
on
just
the
saying,
base. That could literally come with its own little switch, couldn't it? And you just turn it on. I really like the fact that it's got all these sort of pipes and wires. They've really thought about that, the way that they've done the armour and stuff, the way that the chest joints, the shoulder guard, and you've got this head in particular comes with sort of mixed media sort of wires they're more like strings, but they go in and they attach to the back of the plasma cannon, which is awesome. And this, I've forgotten what they call this, but it's fucking brilliant how they've done this. What do they call it? Does anybody know?
Well, that's not the shoulder cannon, is it?
No, it's not. It's called something. It's got a particular name, but it just shows you that none of us are up to skills.
Well, his little backpack.
Yeah, that's not when you read about the Predator. It's not. Oh yeah, and he takes his little backpack when he kills them.
Well, you know, but
Stargate.
no, it's definitely not called.
Well,
that.
like a medi pack.
well, he's got to be.
No, it's not a medipack.
One of them did
Bums
have
are
a medipack.
useless, man. It's like breather, something like that. Breathe pack, some shit like that. Anyway, it is what it is. I really think the masthead. In some of the pictures, it looks like the heads are quite big, but I don't think they're out of proportion. I think they look great. I think it's very similar to most Predators I've seen, and definitely the film as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does look big when you look at it, but then again, it has to fit his big head in there. So, you know, and I think when you even look at the cinema Maquette, the head looks big.
That's what I'm saying. Most of the aliens, even the 1/5 scale stuff, the Predator stuff, the heads are kind of big for the frame. I think that's just how it goes. I actually really like the sweeping dreads as they're all going to one side. And I think that's really smart of Sideshow because broken dreads are just really common with these type of pieces. Also, when you're taking on and off the head, and especially when you've got two fantastic portraits.
Yeah, also the clips normally on the dreads are painted really, really rough. They look relatively clean.
Yeah, they
one
do
can
look
see here. Yeah. Normally the clips in between, the paint's all over the fucking shop.
Yeah, I really like that mask a lot actually. And I mean with this piece as well, with that $1,200 price tag, you do actually get a separate stand for the alternative portrait, which I think is needed.
Yeah.
I think pretty much most of the pieces should have that.
I think they should.
At $1,200 is what I'm talking about when we say, you know, those little extras, they make all the difference. Don't make you feel so bad about spending your money.
In all honesty, I think most pieces that have an extra head should have.
Yeah, I know, but before we start taking anybody to task, you know, they've added it to this. They've added a nice base. Underneath both bases has even this alternative, this little portrait thing here. It has actually the details of the thing underneath. It has the licenses and the name, Sideshow Collectible symbols, all of that. So it's not half-assed.
There's a fox as well.
Could be whoever's. Yeah, I mean, it's Fox Predator, is it?
Fox is Predator, but I think Fox has just been bought by Disney. That's why, because Disney.
Everybody's Disney.
Disney was fed up with dealing with Fox for X-Men and whatever else, so they just bought them.
I really love this. I really like this mask portrait a lot. I think it looks fantastic. Nice battle damage on it, a nice paint effect. It's got this almost laser-like eye thing going on, like streaks down the front of it, which I really enjoy.
That's one of the. If you look at that in this light, I can see it now. The actual eyes have like a texture across them.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You can actually see like the texture where in the movie it's kind of like a very fine kind of gauze.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
A lot of the other Predators, the smaller scale ones, they basically make it the same colour as the mask.
Yeah.
So it's just like as if it's a silver grey helmet, and you just continue with the eyes.
Yeah,
It's good how they've actually got that separation, different colour and a different texture.
Now, let's change the head over and show the unmasked portrait. So let me get into this. So it has like a magnet piece that comes in the back that connects, and you can see that here. And then you have the head. Now we did see a few videos where there wasn't a slight bit of play.
Can we hold that?
Yeah, please just hold that for a second. There is a slight bit of play. Actually, in the masked head on this piece, it isn't so bad. The unmasked, though, does have an element of play. And we think the reason is if you look at the peg underneath, it's almost like a pyramid shape. It's fat at the base, and it sort of thins up as it gets to the top. And for some reason, inside of the neck, there's a lot more room. So I think what's happens is I think it has a little bit of movement. So when you put it in and you line it up, it slips straight in. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'll move it around. Now, I'm not holding it because it's going to slip out, believe it or not, but you can see there what I'm talking about. It moves ever so slightly. Yeah? So there's a little bit of movement in that head. That just makes me ever so slightly nervous with this piece. You know, I definitely think this is one of those ones where if you get it set up and you're happy with how it looks, I really won't mess with it too much. It is in there all the way. It is in all.
Turn it back to me.
It's on all the way. It's all the way
So it
down.
should be there.
It's all the way down. Whatever way round you move it, it's down. There's no more than there.
And sorry, just going on to this little base. So the base is basically like a kind of looks like a tree stump, and then you got like parts of spine and whatever else on there.
Show the base.
Underneath you have Predator, Jungle Hunter, Sideshow, 20th Century Fox, Predator, 2017.
Okay.
All rights reserved.
Yeah. Put that headband on. Or do you want me to do it?
Is it that way or that way?
Yeah, that's the front.
That way.
That's the front. Yeah.
That's the front.
Give me the damn thing. Give me the head. I don't know you touching shit. Fucking
Yeah,
special needs. Fuck.
So this is what I have to deal with the bullying.
Yeah, but I don't really want you touching much because I like to do it myself, and that way.
If you break it, then you buy it.
That's it. That's the rules. But the difference is that you'll break it, and then I'll have to help you out with fucking paying for it. You'll be like, oh, we did it together. Done. I don't know what you do with this though. You know, if that's in there. So
Yeah.
you know, maybe you just put it, hide it behind the back. Hide it. Yeah. I mean, we talked about a lot has been said about this portrait in regards to the fact that a lot of collectors think the mouth should be open.
Yeah.
I actually really like the fact it's not.
They think the mandibles should be spread out.
Yeah, but I actually really like that it's not, because I don't think the arm position signifies a raw.
Mm.
I think when you look at this, the way, do you know what he looks like to me? This pose very much reminds me, I know that he has the mask on at the time, but it reminds me of when he comes out of the river. You know, and he's got the mud all over him, you know what I'm saying? He's got the mud all over him and he's like hidden, he doesn't realise that he's camouflaged, and the dude's sort of standing, he's got this sort of pose where one of the legs, we all do this, where one of the legs is stiff and holding all your weight, and the other leg is sort of like at a bent position, relaxed position. And with this sort of signifies almost like a dominant posture. And I think the arms being down by the side like that, I don't know if it would work with a raw. What I would expect with the raw, if the mandibles, I would expect them that it is
chest out.
Yeah, his chest to be up and his wrists to be turned.
Yeah.
And they're sort of down in this way. I don't get that sort of feeling. So I really think that would have spoiled it, to be honest. I actually really like the fact that he's not roaring.
Yeah.
You know, I think that the detail in there, detailing the mandible into the jaw and everything else is fantastic. There is a little bit of a merging going on. There's a little bit of a lack of separation between the two bottom ones, but it's very, very slight.
I'm glad as well that if you look at this, the mandibles are actually kind of, there's no join, because like on a lot of the other kind of Predator masks, things like that, normally where the mandibles are, you'll see a seam where it's connected, and I'm quite glad that you don't see that.
No, you can't. No.
That would really ruin it. Also, all the quills are on there.
Look great, don't they?
Quills look great. Quills have been done right. I can't really complain about this. My initial thought was very similar, where go, god damn it, fucking stumbling around.
Fucking.
Sorry.
Don't work with audiences, children, or animals. And when Gary's here, you get all fucking free. I really like
my initial argument was I would have liked the mandibles open, but George makes a pretty good point. I mean, if he was sort of screaming, he would have his arms out.
And there's a complication there.
Oh, he looks like he's like, oh,
no.
Where is he?
No. It's like not a complication like a thought. If you look at the mouth, I think that's harder. I think it's more difficult how they've done it, because what you have the two teeth coming over like this, the bottom teeth coming up like this, and then behind them you have a whole mouth system that they've included. So it's all there. It's all the details, all the bottom parts of the jaw and the teeth, they're all there. So it's quite complex when you look at it up close. A lot more than I've seen in photographs. I think they did a fucking really good job. The eyes are absolutely piercing. And I have to say, I think this is one of the best pieces from Sideshow I've seen this year.
Yeah,
I think I've seen in years, actually. I should add to that, years. Yeah. I think this is an absolute triumph of work. I really do. This is a very high score, and definitely, in my I haven't seen this in a maquette, but in my opinion, this could be one of the best Predator pieces I've seen. I have seen the Wolf, and I like the Wolf Predator a lot, but I really think this is quite. I mean, for $1,200, I think you should fucking jump on this. I think anybody is after a Predator piece, get this piece.
I think if you liked the City Hunter, you'll love this. So yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's
this I think is much more dominant than the City Hunter. This I think
quality of work is twice
I think
as good.
the paint. I mean, I've seen
better.
I think I've seen 3, possibly 4 City Hunters in when we were in Prague. We saw loads of them.
We saw them in every shop.
And all of them, the paint was sloppy. The decals looked cheap, and something it just looked off on pretty much all of them. And with this one, I think the paint overall is very, very clean. Yeah, Sideshow done a great job on this.
I think it's an exceptional piece.
Right.
I really do. Great job.
What we do then is we'll grab the tape measure and scales. Alright, so we've got the tape measure, let's measure it. Alright, so it's from base to the top of the head.
I would say that's around 27 inches exactly, which is 69 centimetres.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Not too bad at all. What about the old width for Rooney?
I think about there, you're looking around 15 inches is easy clearance. 14 and a half, 15 inches.
Yeah.
So around 38 centimetres.
Yeah, and don't be shy, you'll just give me some depth.
Right, so probably the biggest point is the back from the front. So I would say it's around about 10 and a half inches, so around there. Yeah, it's about 25, 26 centimetres.
That got a detour.
Yeah, it will.
I didn't expect that. I didn't think it would go to detour. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Go to detour easily.
Yeah, it definitely will go into a detour.
So if we weigh him, do you want to lift him up because I've got to hold this.
Alright.
It's my excuse.
It's just the head really. I'm not. Just be quiet. Don't speak.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not there.
Alright, so this is just shy of 10 kilos.
So it's about 23 pounds.
So this is 21.9 pounds, 9.95 kilos. Not bad weight.
It's a very good weight. 27 inches tall, 22 pounds ain't bad at all. I told you as well, the base is not crazy heavy.
Around so people can see it. I'm joking.
I can tell that, but it's just the head.
Yeah.
Especially that head. I had to lift it with that head on, which is just like, if it just flips off, honestly, I'm going to have a fucking stroke.
Well, I've been sweating like a madman already. Alright then, again, very, very well done by Sideshow.
Exceptional job.
I think they've done a great job on this piece. Overall, I mean, maybe Gary's been lucky. How did your one come out? Comment in the section. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have the City Hunter. Let us know if you display them together. Let us know if you display them with Dutch. That's what Gary's planning on doing. Let us know if you have the Cinema Maquette. Let us know the comparisons.
Yeah, where does it compare?
Let us know if you have the original.
We love talking to you anyway.
So if you comment below, it's likely that George will comment. If he doesn't comment within the first week or so, then I'll pick it up about 3 months later.
Much love, man. Be lucky. Peace.
Peace. Thanks. Hey everyone, Alex and Gio for Raddtitan.
Yo!
Right, so today Gary Speed has brought over the Predica. Jogara.
Jogara. Kończymy.
Yaba.
Bye-bye. Yo, welcome to Team Raddtitan. I'm really excited today. We have the exclusive Predator Jungle Maquette from Sideshow Collectibles. Gary Speed has generously brought this round for us to review. We were really pumped and excited to do this right before we were going to see Infinity War.
Some people say that all we review is Gary Speed stuff. We don't have a collection ourselves.
Would be close.
That was what they say.
That would be close to being true. Well, as long as Gary Speed pays for lunch, I don't really give a fuck what anyone says.
Okay, good stuff.
Good stuff. Now you have to do the. You just interrupted my shit, so now you have to do the intro again.
Hey, everyone,
by the way, see, it's not nice.
Fuck are you? We ain't got a lot of time.
I know. Outtakes would be great though.
Yeah,
just when we come back.
You'll be out of Infinity War, come back, and we'll still be going, hey, it's Raddtitan, welcome, we trying to do this. Fucking idiots. Let me do it and don't interrupt me
No,
again. Not better at all.
1,000.
Yeah, no, you said that to me.
Okay.
Fucking Ray, man.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, come on.
Hey everyone, Alex and Joe from Raddtitan.
Yo, yo!
And today we're looking at the Jungle Hunter printer. This is the Sideshow Mark.
You start with mumbling prick, yeah. You fucking idiot. The police can kill it! Let me just fucking get on with this. Alright, don't even
1,000.
1,000. 600.
1,000.
Toast.